Let me be honest with you for a second. Have you ever been with your partner and wondered deep down, was that real, or was she just going along with it? If that thought has crossed your mind, you need to hear this. Research tells us that about 70% of women have pretended at least once. Not because they wanted to hurt you, not because they don't love you, but because saying what they actually need feels too uncomfortable or risky. Here's what will shock you. When thousands of women across the world were asked what they truly wanted during intimate moments, their answers were completely different from what most men assume. Today, I'm breaking down exactly what those answers were. Stay with me, because what you learn in the next few minutes could transform your relationship forever. You'll finally understand what she's been wanting all along, but couldn't find the words to say. Quick request before we start. Please hit that like button and subscribe. Drop a comment telling me where you're tuning in from. I love connecting with men worldwide who are here to grow and learn together. Let's destroy a major misconception right now. Most guys think women care mainly about size, fancy moves, or how long you last. You've heard people say, "It's not the size that matters, it's how you use it." That statement is only partially accurate. What women truly desire runs much deeper than the physical side of things. Decades of research and thousands of interviews reveal something powerful. The top factor in female satisfaction has nothing to do with your body type, your height, or how many techniques you've mastered. What matters most is whether she feels wanted, safe, and emotionally connected during those moments together. Think about that for a second. Here's the science behind it. When a woman feels truly secure and genuinely desired, her brain floods with oxytocin and dopamine. These are chemicals that unlock her body's natural arousal response. But when she feels pressured, dismissed, or uncomfortable, her nervous system goes into protection mode. Arousal shuts down instantly, like flipping off a switch. So that myth about women wanting some superhuman performer? Completely wrong. The reality is, they want someone who makes them feel valued, appreciated, and truly seen. For anyone new to this channel, welcome. I'm Dr. Ada James, a board-certified urologist and men's health specialist with 10 years helping men and couples restore confidence and closeness. I've seen hundreds of cases, and I can tell you the distance between what men believe women want and what they actually want is massive. That's exactly why I started this channel, to give you honest, science-backed information in everyday language. No more guessing, no more confusion, just real answers that work. Now let's go through the 5 biggest desires women revealed in that worldwide survey. I'll break down the science, the feelings, and the practical steps for each one. Desire number 5, emotional safety. Comes first. Here's something most men don't fully appreciate. For women, arousal begins in the mind, not the body. Scientifically speaking, the limbic system, the emotional command center in her brain, needs to register safety before her body can fully respond. When she's stressed, distracted, or anxious, blood flow to her pelvic area decreases, making arousal much harder to experience. On the emotional level, safety means she doesn't feel criticized, hurried, or forced. In practical terms, it means slowing down, paying attention to her signals, and asking simple questions like, "Does this feel good?" or "Should I continue?" Then actually listen to what she tells you. When she experiences that safety, the next desire naturally follows. Desire number 4, feeling actively desired. Gentlemen, this one matters enormously. Women repeatedly said, "I want to feel like he wants me specifically, not just the act itself, but me as a person." Why is this so important? Biologically, when she senses authentic desire, her brain releases dopamine, preparing her mind for pleasure. Emotionally, hearing things like, "I can't get you out of my head," or "You absolutely drive me wild," removes doubt and makes her feel powerful and irresistible. In practice, this means using your words. Don't just remain quiet throughout. Express what you're feeling. Simple statements like, "You turn me on so much," or "I love how you feel," carry more weight than any advanced technique ever could. But here's where many men struggle. Why? Because speaking during intimacy feels strange or awkward. Trust me though, men who learn this skill create experiences their partners never forget, because they feel completely alive, both physically and emotionally. Desire number 3, variety and surprise. Let's challenge another assumption. Women don't want a rehearsed routine. They want variety. Biologically, our brains respond to newness. Dopamine increases when something feels different or unexpected. That's why switching pace, angle, or even location can create excitement. Emotionally, variety shows effort. It communicates, I care enough to keep things interesting for you. Practically, this doesn't require complicated acrobatics or extreme positions. It can be as simple as whispering instead of speaking normally, or transitioning from soft kisses to more passionate ones at the perfect moment. Here's a practical tip. If you want to add surprise, change just one thing at a time: speed, pressure, or position. That single adjustment can make everything feel completely fresh. Desire. Number 2, clear, confident communication. You might assume talking during intimacy means using explicit language, but here's what women actually want: clarity and confidence. Biologically, clarity removes doubt, which decreases stress hormones like cortisol and allows arousal to build naturally. Emotionally, when you share feedback or ask for hers, it creates trust between you. In practice, communication can be as straightforward as saying, yes, exactly like that, when she's doing something wonderful, or a little slower, when you want to guide her. Here's the common mistake. Many men stay completely silent, hoping she'll somehow read their thoughts. But silence often gets interpreted as lack of interest or enjoyment. Your voice, however, creates connection and understanding. Desire number 1, aftercare and affection. We've arrived at the number 1 desire, the thing women said they wanted most but rarely request. It's not technique. It's not endurance. It's what happens after the climax ends: affection and reassurance. Biologically, women experience an oxytocin surge after climax, the bonding hormone. Without physical closeness or emotional connection afterward, that oxytocin can actually trigger feelings of sadness or insecurity. Emotionally, aftercare sends the message, you're more than just physical. I truly value you. Practically, this can be as simple as holding her close, gently touching her face, saying, being with you was amazing, or simply staying present instead of immediately reaching for your phone or turning away. Gentlemen, if you want to truly stand out, this is the behavior that makes all the difference. While most men believe intimacy concludes with climax, the truth is that for women, the most meaningful part often happens right after. How to apply this starting today? Here's a straightforward 3-step approach. Step 1, start with presence. Before intimacy begins, take 30 seconds to breathe deeply and focus completely on her, not on your performance. Step 2, use one phrase per phase: appreciation early on, feedback during, desire at the peak, and affection afterward. Step 3, practice privately first. If speaking during intimacy feels uncomfortable, rehearse a few phrases alone. Say them slowly as you exhale until they feel natural. Do this regularly and you'll notice how much more confident, connected, and fulfilling your experiences become. Let me reassure you about something. If this feels unfamiliar or uncomfortable, that doesn't mean something's wrong with you. It means you're human. Most men never received this education. Many were actually taught not to discuss intimacy openly. But it's never too late. Whether you're 30, 50, or 70 years old, you can still develop new abilities, build deeper connections, and enjoy more satisfying intimacy than you ever imagined possible. Here's the essential truth. Women don't want perfection. They want connection. They want to feel desired, surprised, reassured, and held close. And you already possess everything necessary to provide that. Not through your physical attributes or your stamina, but through your presence, your words, and your genuine care. If this message spoke to you, please hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. In the comments, tell me which of these 5 desires surprised you most. I genuinely enjoy reading your thoughts and experiences. Remember, growing older doesn't mean losing vitality. With the right understanding and habits, you can bring comfort, freedom, and confidence back into your intimate life. You deserve that. She deserves that. And together, you can absolutely have it. I'm Dr. Ada James. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.